wear it, but if you do, you'll avoid this. Sometimes that shoulder belt for the front seat gets left open and you can see the damage.
Look at that.
Oh, it'll scare the shit out of you too.
Yeah.
I had a guy that was like 370 pounds sitting up there. I couldn't see past him.
No. Good
But
boy.
I heard it.
Yep.
So, oh shit. Go turn on the battery and put the flaps down.
Okay.
We won't bother checking any of the heats or lights today. And I know they work.
The master right here.
Turn on the master.
Yep.
Put the flaps down.
Flaps down. Master off after down.
Okay, turn off the master.
Master.
Now, I typically don't check the flaps, but I just want to show you their operation.
Yeah.
If you want to check them, that's fine. Just be mindful if the battery doesn't start on a cold day because you put the flaps down. Shit.
Yeah. What are these, power flaps?
These are split flaps.
Split flaps.
Yep. So high drag component. They come straight down. They don't allow that gap of air to go through because you know that gap in your plane flaps actually lets air through and actually increases lift to some degree. This is just straight drag because there is no Venturi effect going through. It's not accelerating it over the back.
It's like a bottom speed brake almost.
Yeah, it kind of acts like a bottom speed brake.
Doesn't really help lift, does it? Much?
It more so just kills lift. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And don't touch those because those are very greasy and oily.
Great.
Got your ailerons.
Yep.
Okay. Now we have our main tanks out here. These are the main tanks. They have 50 usable gallons. If you get topped off on a hot day, you take off, you're gonna see fuel come out of here. There's your breather vent right there. Okay. And you'll see it streaming out of here. So don't get concerned. Just be mindful, leave it down a little bit below the neck if it's a real hot day. Now be careful with this. You're gonna push it up into there. You might wanna brace your hand against it because it will slip and then it comes out like a rocket. You just wanna let it dribble. Not quite a dribble, but you get what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. It comes out quick.
It comes out quick.
It's clean.
Okay.
We just allowed to spray it anywhere we want to out here?
I just put it back in.
Oh. It's a finable offense.
All right. So we have about half tanks. There's really no good way to know except for trusting your gauges. But unless you have fuel, like the fuel in the aux, just top these every time. Okay?
Okay.
Those don't go all the way down, but make sure they're facing aft.
Yep.
Auxiliary tank, that's in the wings. Okay? When you're flying this around, be specific. Tell people tips, don't tell them mains. Okay?
Yep.
Tell them you want them in the wing tanks or to the tips. Don't tell them mains and aux.
Yeah, tips, and just tell them wings.
Yeah, because
they'll put it in the wrong place.
Yeah,
got it.
Because everybody else, the tips are the auxiliaries, right?
Yeah, these are main tanks.
Correct.
With you.
Now, 33 gallons, 31 and a half usable. For a total of 163 usable gallons overall. Okay. Now, I think, if I didn't tell you, I told somebody else. If we lose this engine, we lose all that fuel.
The aux is unusable.
With a dead engine.
With a dead right engine.
Yeah, I'm almost sure we talked about that.
Well, I read about it.
Oh, you read about it. Okay, good. Yeah. With that side dead engine, you lose aux tank. That engine can pull from that tank. This engine can pull from the far tank.
Yep.
But the aux can only be used through here.
This can pull from both main tanks.
Correct.
But not the aux tank.
Not the opposite aux. Not the opposite aux. Yep.
Okay, got it.
And there is a fuel vent line. So the fuel pump actually pumps somewhere in the realm of 30 gallons an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll pump 30 gallons an hour to the engine, but the engine only burns on average 15 gallons an hour. Where's the other 15 go? Through the vent line, back to the main tank.
Really?
Yeah, so if you start with that fuel and this fuel, and you start on the aux tanks, it's going to start pumping fuel back to the mains right away, and it's going to pump through the vent overboard.
Ooh.
So
you don't want to start on aux tanks.
You always start in the mains if they're
always
full,
main.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a limitation set right there on the floor in front. It says first 90 minutes of flight should be on the mains.
Okay.
And anything climbing or descending, although that's not a problem.
Right.
It'll climb on aux, no problem. But the big thing is always make sure you're putting it on the mains when you're coming in for landing or fullest tank.
Okay.
All right. So we got that. Now underneath, we have our tie downs right above your head. They tuck away just like the 182.
Yep.
Okay. down here, we have our lowest point of the auxiliary tank.
Yep, sump it.
Yep, go ahead and sump that.
Good.
Okay, and then right here, we have our actual fuel selector.
Fuel selector?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, we have a fuel selector for each side, correct?
Oh, I should sump the fuel selector?
Yeah, the fuel strainer.
Oh.
Those are right above the fuel selectors.
Gotcha.
We did the Saratoga, not such a good example.
Good, put it back in.
Yep, put it back in whatever one you want. When we get to the Bonanza today, you'll see where the fuel strainer is that you sump underneath, and it's right underneath the fuel selector. There's a fuel filter they usually put right in the valve there. Spin it all the way around so that hole is 12 o'clock. There you go. Very good. So the fuel selector you move with pulleys and cables, and actually moves the device right here.
Okay.
And that's where that sump and that fuel filter is, okay?
Right, yep.
So 3 sumps per side, except there's 2 little veins sticking down right there.
Yep.
Right in our row. Those are 2 more. Hit those. Those are your cross-feed lines.
Good. And what about this little guy?
That's just an air
Vent. Yep.
So that's your intake.
It's a drain.
I think that's a drain for the water.
Yep.
Watch your head.
Okay.
If you want, you can grab these 3 too, then set them back in, and we'll come back to the side. None over here.
None over there.
Yep, because
okay.
both of the crossfeeds are on that side. So this side, you just have your normal 3. Your selector or strainer, lowest point of the aux tank, lowest point of the main tank. You might want to dump it before you do that one. That's the one that comes out quick.
Yeah.
Here.
I can't stretch. You got it? Thanks. Short arms. Deep pockets.
I think we keep a glove in one of these too, so if you want to use the glove.
A little lead won't kill you.
No, only if you drink it.
Yep.
And your wife hates it.
True.
That's arsenic, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're good with that. Back over here, you have your exhaust. You have your typical stuff that you're checking up here on the gear. You actually have a gear door on this one. You know why they have VLOs and VLEs? Do you understand the
VLO,
difference?
VLEs?
Yeah.
Landing gear operating, landing gear extension speeds.
Do you know why there's a difference between the two?
Because you'll damage it.
Yeah, because
different speeds.
when the parts are in
moving,
transit, they lose their rigidity.
Yeah.
And they become more susceptible.
Yep.
It's all the same in this one. Okay, and that speed is 100 and we'll call it 40.
140.
It's on the wide arc.
You can operate and
Yeah, first notch of flaps, 160.
160.
Second notch, anything beyond first notch of flaps and gear operating and down speed is all wide arc, 140.
Okay.
Got it? So, you come down here. This is the only time you'll ever see me crawl under an airplane.
Checking the.
So you got your gear, you got your linkages, you got your brakes, okay? And every one of these has a micro switch right there for the down and 3 green.
Uh-huh. Where's the micro switch here?
Right here.
Okay.
Okay? They all have that, and then on the other side is your squat switch. Okay? Dual exhaust. Alright. You see a lot of oil under here. Okay.
I see one exhaust. Is the other one behind my head?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Get out of here. Checking oil, checking prop. 10 quarts is bueno, 9 is okay. Anything below 9, add oil. It's probably hot as shit too.
It's medium. How hard is it to pull out?
Just grab underneath of it. There you go. That'll help you get it out.
Gotcha. What's your opinion on this?
Well, it's probably sloshed all over. Not an easy one to read. I'd say it's probably 10, but there's some probably still stuck in the engine.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably, it's good. It was 10 before we took off. We only flew for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably still in the engine draining back in the reservoir.
Bet your life on it?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, prop, here are your elements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can actually see them starting to come through. Checking your prop just like you would on anything else.
What do you mean they're starting to come through?
You can see the elements.
The wires. Got it. Yep.
When they're brand new, you can't see that.
Got it.
This engine is brand new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's 2 years old now, but it's only got maybe 300 hours on it.
Okay.
Okay. One more exhaust. Right here.
Yeah.
That's for your fuel heater.
Like-
Or, excuse me, your cabin heater.
Cabin heater? Yeah.
Yep.
Burns
'Cause
gas.
it doesn't, it's a Janitrol heater is the name of the brand. It's got a tack in the front. You gotta be careful that you don't overheat it.
Yeah.
In here you saw the tack?
Yeah.
Yep. Or Hobbs, I guess.
Yeah, it was a Hobbs.
You gotta be careful not to overheat it, so you gotta turn it off before landing, and don't use it on the ground if you're gonna be on the ground for a long period of time, because here's your intake. Gotta make sure fresh air is going through that to pull that hot air away from the actual unit itself. Pitot.
It's a fire hazard otherwise?
It's not so much a fire hazard. What will happen is they have a thermal breaker in it, so if you overheat it, it pops, and you have to get it reset, and someone's got to either pull it out and reset in there, or they have to go up and reach and reset, but then you just don't have heat for the rest of the flight, and it's a son of a bitch.
All right, just use it in flight, basically.
Use it in flight.
Turn it off before landing.
Yeah, and you
Done.
should have plenty of heat to get yourself on the ground and out, right?
Yeah.
Make sure your baggage door is locked. That's 350 pounds you can put up there, but make sure you're doing your weight and balances, okay? And you can either use it, you can build your own on ForeFlight. Oh wait, you don't have ForeFlight.
I have ForeFlight. I use both.
Oh, you can build your own.
Yeah,
on that. You know how to build it, right?
No, I'd love you to show me.
Okay, yeah. If not today, maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's build a weight and balance for all 3 aircraft eventually.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
In fact, if I have it already, I think you can just download it.
That'd be
I
great.
can send it to you. We'll try it.
Yep.
Up here, you got your micro switches right here. Up there somewhere. Yep. That's for your 3 green. You can check in the tire condition again and everything like that.
Yep. Okay.
And we'll wait to go to the back to check the other gear. Okay, prop, oil.
Nine.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yep, that's fine. That one's not as easy to get in. There you go. I think I heard it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's that light on the de-ice.
Yeah.
It shines out over the boot here, so when you're flying along, you have a light that you can go out. I suggest a nice pointed
Flashlight.
LED
flashlight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trim tab indicator. We already checked our fuel in here. And the next one, about half tank's here, full on the aughts. Here's your aileron trim tab. Okay. Okay. See the second, how this one has a second cord going down along the brake line?
Yes,
That is your squat switch.
Yeah, the red thing.
Yep,
red
the
on
red
it?
one's your
Yeah.
squat switch. The one up top is your micro switch for the down 3 green.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Watch your head. Yeah, you definitely want to watch your head. A lot of oil there. Again, aux tank.
Lockers.
First pitot tube. Or excuse me, static.
Static. You get static port here and emergency locator beacon.
No, that's not it. That's the, yeah. Oh, you pointed at that one second. Yeah,
Static. ELT.
correct. Checking your elevator, it's weighted. The handle will be weighted too. It's not neutral like most.
Heavy.
Yeah. And that's what you'll find as you get into bigger planes. Rather,
It's not connected to the steering wheel or
it
the
is.
nose wheel?
It's just
On springs?
there's a little bit of play there.
Okay.
It'll still work a lot better than the 182 or 210. Not as good as the Saratoga,
Okay.
but decent.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trim tab. So we have 3 trim axes. Okay.
Yeah, trim.
And that's
Trim.
standard equipment on a multi-engine.
Okay.
right? Baggage door.
Yep.
Simple as that. Open, close, down. Different than up here. This one. Close it like this. Kind of locks in, but you see how it kind of comes back out? Yeah. Now you have to go down. People stop there. You have to go until you hear a click.
Jesus. That's a complicated damn door.
So now it's locked in place. Then you unlock it like that.
Okay. And show me that one more time. Locking it up.
So pull it back a little bit. All the way down.
Yep.
Until you hear it lock.
Okay.
Okay, you'll see it suck down, and then you have to hear the lock too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, second stack port. We missed that.
Got it. No tape on it. That's good.
Okay. So, close these.
Yep.
That little elbow. Down. Lock.
Okay. Good.
Look good?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Grab your bag. Hop up there.
Okay.